to Cellular Vibes. Welcome. So the reading that I'm doing today is a love reading, and earlier the download that I got, it was around 5 p.m. and I was laying down. I was on my side like this and I closed my eyes and I was slowly drifting off, but I was still awake. It was in the in-between phase, and I started to hear a song. So there's two songs actually. They merged into one song. And so as I was drifting off, in my mind, a song came through and I saw a vision of two individuals. It was nighttime and I saw a car with two people in the car and they were riding on the freeway. And I couldn't see their faces, but I could see the city lights, and so it kind of gave a bit of, there's a bit of mystery, right? I can't see the faces, but I know there's two people in the car and there were no other cars around. That's how I knew it was late at night. It was giving after hours, and usually around that late time there aren't any cars, and that is why I got the sense that it was late. So the significant themes that came through are city lights, nighttime, linking up, sneaky link, secretive link, private link, situationship. So the reason I say that is because of the songs that came through. I got distance or long distance. Okay, so for the areas, specifically Houston, Texas came through. Northwest side, the west side and the northwest side of Houston. Also Prairie View came through, specifically northeast side came through, north side, and the other city that came through was Santa Monica and Los Angeles. Traveling, coming to pick you up. It was a man picking up a woman, but there was definitely masculine and feminine energy. So counterparts. I got cars, car rides, car sex, drinking, smoking. Specifically for music, Houston rappers. Kurt Cobain's, DJ Screw, Chopped and Screwed music, and Drake. So it was giving the vibe that they were chilling and they just wanted to relax, maybe smoke a little, drink a little, and go for a car ride. So the reason why smoking was coming through, because sleeping, I was very chill and relaxed and my eyes were starting to close, so that's where smoking comes in. I also got parking lot. This is where these two individuals could chill, maybe watch the city light, just like relax, maybe smoke, and even getting like rooftop or like parking lot, but a rooftop where you can see the city lights or the skyline. That's what I mean, where you can see the skyline view. So any rooftop area, balcony, or parking lot, high rise, that the skyline can be viewed. The energy that came out was Scorpio energy and also Leo energy, and specific dates is November 18th and August 20th. I got summertime and wintertime. To me, it felt like summer, especially here in Texas and Houston. In November time, it can still be a bit warm, so that's where summer is coming through. For timing, I got nighttime, specifically late night, after hours, 5 p.m., 7 p.m., 11 p.m., and 3 a.m. So the two songs that I was hearing, so the first song is Kurt Cobain's Drink in My Cup, and the second song is Drake, November 18th. So the reason why I'm leading with Kurt Cobain's is because that is the song. Like, I kept hearing that name and I didn't realize till I was looking up the song to listen to it, and the lyrics, like, I had merged in my mind. Like, I'm a DJ over here. See, DJs are coming through. I had merged the songs actually. So this is what I heard. I don't give you the time you deserve from me. This is something I know. So tonight I'll just, like we're in Houston. Oh, did you hear that? Okay, confirmation with my stomach. So tonight I'll just, like we're in Houston, taking everything slow, so slow. Draped up, dripped out, know what I'm talking about. 3 a.m. in the morning, get it popping in the parking lot. So that specific part, so what I heard was draped up, dripped out, pull up, pull out, we get it popping in the parking lot. And it's on once again, and I never pretend, because you know we keep it real to the end. So I tweaked the lyrics a bit. So after draped up, dripped out, I heard pull up, pull out, and that's where the Kurt Cobain song comes in. So if you've ever listened to Drink in My Cup, if you haven't, pause and go listen to it now, and then listen to November 18th by Drake. So Drake is a Scorpio, and that's why Scorpio energy came through, and also Leo energy came through, and Kurt Cobain is also a Leo, so those two energies came through. I was also getting, going into the city, there's a lot of surrounding cities around Houston, so you don't have to be from the Houston area. So maybe it's where you meet up with somebody, or someone comes picks you up, and then you go into the city, kind of just like for a late night drive. So those were the main downloads, and this all came before the cards. And the reason I decided to record is because what came out in the cards, I was shocked that I said, okay, let me pause right now and then record this and then continue pulling the cards, because I was like, what? No way. The Lovers came through, so that's where I'm getting this whole Lovers energy. And then the King of Wands and Queen of Wands came through. So this is an energy match. This is a physical match where both individuals look good. Look good, and they have like a lot of energy, independence, bold, powerful. I was also getting another download. Okay, I was in the restroom and I have this bath bomb that I got back in October. It was a Halloween bath bomb, and it's a tombstone, and there's two little ghosts on it, and at the bottom it says no feet. Yeah, so you know how usually there's words written on the tombstone? What written on the tombstone is no feet, and there's two little ghosts on it. This bath bomb fell over. It's been there for months, since October, and it's January. It's the end of January, so for it to just fall is just so weird to me. And even the way that it was facing, because if it fell, yeah, anyways, so this bath bomb just fell over. And so what came through with that is two people who are kind of ride or die for each other. Earlier I had said sneaky link, secretive link, private link. This is giving a vibe of two individuals who are pretty private about meeting up, and whenever they hang out and chill and get together, is one person hits up the other person like, let's meet up, let's go for a ride, like let's smoke, let's drink, we'll have some fun. And so that's where I was getting this ride or die energy, especially because I saw them riding in a vehicle. In the song, the lyrics are, just met a girl, said she's from the H-Town. So that's where I was getting Houston specifically. And then even with the Kurt Cobain song, that's also a Houston song. That's also another song where he reps Houston. So I'm also getting these two individuals might not be from the same area or the same place, so that's where traveling comes in. Like maybe one person flies in or they drive in and they hit up somebody. They hit up, you know, this Queen of Wands here, ask her if she wants to hang out. So that's what was coming through. And so in the very beginning, the lyrics that I heard is, I don't give you the time you deserve from me. So I'm feeling like that there's a distance. That's where distance is coming through, where they don't get to spend a lot of time together, but when they do, when they link up, it's that same energy match. Okay, then that is where the Kurt Bang song comes in. So this is where I was getting third party vibes. This is where I was getting third party energy. I'm kind of feeling like there is maybe this King of Wands, right? Because this is the King of Wands. This is someone who is kind of giving player energy, and the Queen of Wands as well could be like a player. And maybe it's not even like player. They don't have to be players, but they definitely do have options because of their independence and their attractiveness. So that's where I was getting it. Like when I listened to the song, I was getting that maybe one or either both have other partners. Maybe this Queen of Wands could possibly be partnered, maybe not. Or just, you know, maybe has a roster and this person's at the top of the roster. And then also so that's where I'm saying that these individuals are attractive, but they're also very attracted to each other. And so I was getting that these two people, they're lovers, they're ride or die for each other, and it's not something that they really need to talk about or tell anybody. It's already known between the two. Like this is unspoken between the two. They vibe with each other and they're an energetic link. And energetic link. Maybe they're links up energetically, but they're a physical match and energetic match with one another. So this is like they match each other. They match each other's freak pretty much. So those are the two songs that came through, and then going back to November 18th song, and that's whenever it switches to the other one. So that is where I was getting situationship. They could possibly be a situationship. They definitely got a situation going on. Those songs, and they were merged. And whenever I was gonna look it up, I was right away like Kurt Bangs. And then I listened to Drink in My Cup. And then I knew the other one was Drake. I was like, I know that's not Kirko. And then I listened to that song. And so that's what came through, and that's what it's giving the vibes. And so that's why with music I said specifically Houston rappers, we got and the music type was like chopped and screwed. It doesn't have to be. These could also be two individuals that they like the same music. So I wanted to clarify these cards, and I did begin to clarify them, and the lovers flew out before I could even say clarify King of Wands. And so that's where I'm saying that these individuals, they're lovers. So that should actually go at the top. And when I clarified the King of Wands, the Queen of Cups came out. So again with that, again with Scorpio energy, we got water energy. So the Queen of Cups can be any water sign, Scorpio, Pisces, and sorry, I'm so sorry. It can be Scorpio, Pisces, and the other one is the Cancer. I'm so sorry, Cancer. It took a while for that one. So that is what came through. And for the, I can't pick it up. I'm trying to pick up the card. Oh my gosh. And for the King of Wands and Queen of Wands, this can be Leo energy. It can also be Aries. And it can also be, why am I just like forgetting the third sign? Because I'm just already set, like Leo and Scorpio, okay? But for these two, it can be, oh, Sagittarius, duh. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm tired. So for the King of Wands and Queen of Wands, it can be Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. And I was clarifying the Tower card, which I have here, and it was clarified by the Tower, and I was like, no way. And that is what shocked me, that the Tower is clarified by the Tower. And then on the deck here that I'm using to clarify, we have the Five of Cups, and that is what follows after the Tower, the Five of Cups. And that is why I decided to start recording. I didn't put that down because I haven't clarified Five of Cups, but just the fact that we have the Tower and the Five of Cups coming out again, I know that that is significant. And I said, hey, all right, let me get set up and let me start recording. So earlier I was starting to get ready and I was doing my makeup, and the lip color, it's a red lip color. It's the same color as the dress I'm wearing, and the name is Fuego. So I was getting fire, and that goes with this fire energy of the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands. So as I was stating earlier, these two energies here, there's a lot of fire, a lot of desire, a lot of passion coming through, and it's equal. We also have, there is a lizard here and a black cat. So the lizard also represents dreams, so that could be that I feel like when these two individuals are together, it is sort of like a dream. Like, is this real? You know, when you just find somebody and you just vibe with them and they match your energy, it's great. It's almost like you're on a high. Like, because I was getting smoking and high earlier, but they could just be high off of each other's energy. And so I was getting that these two individuals are very attractive, very independent. And with the Queen of Wands here, we have someone who, because in the lyrics, she doesn't want anybody that's trying to control her. So the feminine doesn't want to be controlled. And this King of Wands over here, the masculine energy, doesn't try to control her, but will match her energy. In the song, she's that wine fine. So in this was a download that I got last year, June 27th, 2024, and I got it at 2:34 p.m. So I wrote down here, wine dine, I'm gonna make you mine because you're so damn fine type of energy. So that is the energy that I feel is between these two and how the masculine feels about the feminine. And that's why he hits her up, he's in town, or he wants to see her, he wants to come through, pick her up, take her out. And then I also got, you are the only one for me, and I'm the only one for you. That's how it's gonna be. And it's so interesting because I got that at 2:43. So we have 234 as a number and 243 as a number. And then I wrote here, okay, whatever you want. And then in quotes, I have, your pleasure is my pleasure, and it's my pleasure to pleasure you. So that is what I'll say. Is somebody gonna match my freak? Is somebody gonna match my nasty? I need somebody with a good technique. And then I also wrote down here, okay honey, how can I make it better? Whatever you want, however you want. Ooh, I like the sound of that. So that, I don't know why, I haven't looked at this little booklet in months, and I was reorganizing and I saw it and I opened it up, and that is the message that came through. So I'm definitely getting that this is a masculine energy who will put in that work, put in that time, because we have the masculine saying at the beginning that of the lyrics. What is this in here? I don't give you the time you deserve from me, but when the masculine shows up and pulls up, that the masculine is giving their all, their undivided attention to the feminine. There's no, oh, I'm on the phone, or I'm busy taking calls, I'm doing this and that. Like, no, it's just what's coming through, it's just you. So that is the vibe that I get. And my camera might die. I was trying to charge the battery. It is so slow, it's taking forever. So bear with me. I have to keep the video cuts out, and then I have to charge it and get back to it. So, and it's already late. It's already 1:19 a.m. So that's what I'm saying, late night. That's the time. It's definitely nighttime, late at night. So when I was saying like 5 p.m., 7 p.m., that's where I feel like the person might hit up the other. So that's almost giving like get off of work time. So I'm feeling like this masculine is gonna like send a text or even call, and or the feminine, right? Because in the other song with Kirkle Banks and Drink in My Cup, it's talking about a woman who calls him up when she wants to meet up. So that's what I'm getting. Okay, so with the King of Wands, we have the King of Wands, the Tower, the Five of Cups, the Four of Swords, the Ten of Wands, the Ace of Swords, and the Queen of Wands. So there's also an energy of like sadness, and that's where I'm saying, that's where the I don't give you the time you deserve from me. So I'm feeling that this Queen of Wands, I'm feeling that the feminine energy is feeling like there's a pause, there's a rest between these two individuals, and that can be difficult, especially in a long distance relationship, or just when two individuals are at a distance. I know that if, you know, for people who live in the surrounding Houston areas, if one person lives on the south side and one person lives on the north side, it's going to take some time, especially with traffic. And during those times, like 5 to 7 p.m., there's traffic. And so I feel like this late night meeting up, that's when these two people are available, where they can meet up and hang out and just chill and be in each other's company, enjoying each other's company, enjoying the music, enjoying the vibes, and getting to be with one another. And so I do feel that this masculine energy, they are the King of Wands, so this is giving like this is giving an entrepreneur energy as well, someone that's chasing their dreams and achieving their goals. So I do feel that they have a lot going on. They have a lot on their plates, but they are being honest with this feminine energy and showing up when they can. And yeah, I'm getting that with the Ace of Swords, and it's almost, well, we'll see when we clarify that. But also with the Tower, clarifying the Tower, that's interesting. I'm gonna have to do another card for that. But there's definitely like a shakeup. I'm going to read the Tower here. So the Tower represents sudden change or upheaval. Most of the cards in the tarot imply gradual change, but the Tower is a symbol of chaos and can sometimes indicate catastrophic change. And the Tower shows a quite chaotic scene. A tall tower atop a mountain is struck by lightning and catches fire. 2 people have jumped from the tower. The 22 flames in the sky represent the 12 zodiac signs and the 10 points of the Tree of Life, reminding us that there is always divine intervention even in times of chaos. So I am feeling like this King of Wands, this masculine energy, has a lot going on, and they could be burdened right now, and they have to take a rest, and they may have had to take a rest from this feminine energy. But with the Queen of Cups here, I do feel that they love this feminine. So there is a love there, especially with the Lovers coming out. But as I stated earlier, I was getting a bit of third party energy, and third party can also be work. It doesn't have to be another person. It can actually be something else that person is putting their all into, which this King of Wands seems that they got a lot going on, especially with the Ten of Wands. Like, their basket is full, and so they may have multiple jobs, they may do different things. They very well could be into music or a DJ, and then also have other jobs as well. And the King of Wands is a very creative and passionate energy. So I know, especially for instance like Sagittarius, I've noticed that is a very creative sign, where they may be a photographer, they may do stuff online, they may DJ. They just have all kinds of different things that they do. They could do like acting. It's just a lot. There's a lot of different things that they could be doing. And so that's what I mean, is like they could have their day job, they could have their night job, and their side gigs. So they could have a lot going on. And the same thing for the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is very creative as well. So I do feel that this masculine energy does have a lot of love, and that's why when they come together, the masculine gives the feminine their undivided attention. They're not on their phone. It's like, what do you want to do? Where do you want to go? What do you want to eat? Whatever you want, however you want, as I was stating earlier. And that's how the masculine tries to kind of make up for it. And so that is what came through. And there also is this energy of sadness, and yeah, there's this energy of sadness here. So I'm going to continue clarifying the spread. So let's see. Clarify the Five of Cups. That was fast. The High Priestess. You already know. You already know. And I say that because we had the Five of Cups in the Tower right there. So they said what they said. Yeah. So whatever I was saying earlier, that was it. There's been a stop, a distance. This masculine energy does have to sacrifice their time. And so they can't give all their time to the feminine. So it's not someone who can be there steadily for the feminine energy, but it doesn't mean that they don't care. It doesn't mean that they don't have love for this feminine. Okay, let's clarify the Four of Swords. We have the Knight of Swords. So as I was saying, there's a rest, and then whenever there's time, this masculine hits up the feminine, sends that text, sends that message, sends that DM. I do feel that this masculine energy does show up very confident, but that there is a bit of anxiety, and they might have anxiety because of where things stand or where things are at right now. Clarify the 10 of Wands. We have the 8 of Cups, because they have to walk away from things. They're having, oh, we have the 3 of Swords right here. Like I said, there's a bit of sadness, there's a bit of heartbreak. Maybe this masculine energy had to walk away from the feminine, because they do have a lot going on in their life right now. They're going through a shift, through a change. Let's clarify the Ace of Swords. We have the Wheel of Fortune. So they're wanting a new beginning. And we have the 9 of Swords again. They have a lot of anxiety. Interesting. Well, we're going to get into this. We're going to see why this person has a lot of anxiety. Maybe it's because they had to walk away. Maybe they had to walk away from the feminine energy, and that can be difficult, especially when they're a match, like they're meant for each other. Clarify the Queen of Wands. Wow, 3 cards came out. We have the 2 of Wands, the 6 of Pentacles, and the 7, 6, 7. So what is going on here is that this feminine energy, they've been waiting for this masculine to give them their time, to send a message, right? Because we have that song in the very beginning. That's why I heard that. That's why I heard those lyrics, because it's so specific and so specific to this reading with the way everything is unfolding right now in the storyline. I know I don't give you the time you deserve from me. And so there's this message around time. We have the 2 of Swords. So yeah, right, we have 2 here. 2 of Wands, 2 of Swords. We have the feminine energy at a crossroads, and then maybe having to think about this, use their intuition, but also not seeing, right? Because in the 2 of Swords here, I think they're not able to see each other. They're just not able to see each other right now. Let's get into, again, I want to clarify this. What's up with this Queen of Wands here? Oh, actually, let's not. Let's do the Tower, because we have the Tower, right? So clarify the Tower again. Strength. So the Tower and Strength. And the 3 of Wands. Okay, so we have here, that was my timer. So we have here someone who's having to hold back from making plans to meet up with the feminine. It is really creating a lot of chaos within the connection. Oh my gosh. Should I take it? If it's reversed. Yes, I actually should take it reversed. So we have the reversed 10 of Cups. We have an ending here, an ending of the connection. And with the 10 of Cups, it's emotional, but it's also like fantasy-like, dream-like. So they're having to like let go of their dream. And we have the 5 of Wands, which is also reversed. So they're wanting to let go of competition. And then we have 5 of Swords. And so with the 5-5 here, the fact that they're having, and we have the Page of Swords. So there wasn't any communication. There was no communication between the two. Again, I don't give you the time you deserve from me. And so this person, this masculine energy knows, they know what's up. They know that they've caused a tower moment in the connection. There's been, I don't see an ending because, well, we have the walking away, but it's more of this, there's no communication, but there's also no conflict. But there is sadness. We have 555 here coming out with, yeah, we do have the walking away with the 10 of Wands and the 8 of Cups. It's just that they have a lot going on. They have a lot of burdens and they have to walk away from something. And it just seems like this person is really putting their time into something else. So let's go ahead and see, because we have the Queen of Wands here, we have the 9 of Pentacles here, but that's the thing, it's like this King of Wands knows, this masculine energy knows the feminine is good. Like, she's good on her own. She doesn't need anybody. Like, she's sitting pretty. She's just waiting. Okay, so why the Queen of Cups? Interesting. I just saw the King of Pentacles. Why the Queen of Cups? We have the Magician and the Hermit and the Judgment. So this masculine energy here has had an aha moment where they've been sitting to themselves, they've been thinking, and it's like they know what they need to do and they want to get this feminine energy back into their life, right? There's this tower chaotic energy, and it's like they're trying to hold back from an ending, from this being like a certain breakup, like we're, you know, things are not good where they can't hit each other up and they can't go for that ride and they can't hang out, let me pick you up, like let's go out, like let's chill, let's hang out, whatever it is that these two individuals do when they hang out with each other. And so they're thinking right now, they're like, oh my gosh. Like, I will say they are feeling not good about this. They don't have good emotions, but they also don't want any more conflict. But it's like things are not moving forward between the two. Okay, so what were these for? What was I clarifying when these came out? It was like a lot. Was it for the Queen of Wands? Or, listen, I can't remember. I want to put them back in the deck. Okay, I'm gonna just put them back in there. Okay. So, okay, and I also, oh yes, that reminds me. So here, this is the ethereal visions. So, okay, so this is the ethereal vision, 8 of Cups again. Justice, the 8 of Cups, the 10 of Swords, and the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. They are like hurt. They are for real hurt, mentally going through it. Okay, so what I wanted to say is that here we have the Justice, and then here we have the 2 of Cups. So this person feels like, this masculine energy feels and knows that the feminine energy is, I would say, like a soulmate energy. Like they match really well together. They're in, like, the energy, it's their energy, and they want to make things right. They want to bring justice and balance to the situation, and so that's why they're thinking about how they can manifest the feminine back in to their life and continue on with this connection after having to walk away. And maybe with the Ace of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune, I feel like they're wanting a new beginning. Like this is an idea that they have in their head, and so that's why they're in this hermit mode, and they're thinking about it with the Magician. So we have the King of Wands and the Magician. They're both have this creative energy, and the Magician has all the tools they need in order to manifest and make their dreams a reality. So as I was saying, they do want to bring about a balance into this connection. So I guess I can go ahead and I'm gonna pull out the Justice and the Two of Cups here, and I'm going to clarify those two cards. So clarify the Justice. We have the Emperor. They want to commit. That's what I'm saying. They're like, oh my gosh, I'm about to lose the love of my life. Like, I need to commit. I need to make things right. Okay, what is right here? The King of Wands! You see, this is why I'm recording. We have the Emperor and the King of Wands. They've had that judgment moment. They're judging themselves. They're like, what do I gotta do? What do I gotta do? What did I say earlier in the reading? I said, okay, oh my gosh, this goes so well. Now that the story's unfolded, okay honey, how can I make it better? Whatever you want, however you want. So they're wanting to make things right. They're wanting to make things better. I love how that just really worked out. Okay, and the King of Wands here. So clarify the Two of Cups. Let's clarify the Two of Cups. I love it. The Six of Wands. They want a victory. They want a victory. They want to make things right. They want to come together. They want to have a conversation. And this is a heart-to-heart conversation. King of Swords. They have a lot on their mind. I just split the deck. King of Swords. Guess what's on their mind? The Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is on their mind. That's all they can think about right now. Like, yeah, they got a lot going on, and they have other commitments and things in life, but they need their love too. There needs to be balance, and that's what I feel like they're trying to do. They're trying to create balance and stability within their life as well. I'm really happy that I clarified those for us, because that energy, that was some heavy energy. So let's put this up here. Yeah, so they want a victory. They want to go out too. They want to take this Queen of Wands out. They feel like that's how they can make it right. And I see the Queen of Wands as kind of just waiting, making plans, waiting for this masculine energy to give to her, because the feminine has already invested their energy in this masculine, and I do feel that the feminine energy feels like it's worth it. So we're gonna go ahead and pull the past, present, and future energy of this masculine. What is the past energy of this King of Wands? So that way we can get a better idea. Past energy of the King of Wands. We're just gonna diplomat, balance. That kind of goes with the Justice. So with the diplomat, they were, I feel with the past energy, they were always trying to make things right with, again, let me just keep this out right here because I keep forgetting what exactly it is. How can I make it better? Yeah, this diplomatic energy, how can I make it? Okay, so I guess this is the present, resurrection. They're coming back. And I love this card because we have the diplomat here. It's two hands and they're shaking each other's hands. Like I said, it's that energy. And then the resurrection, they're wanting to come back. And what will be the future energy of this masculine? speaker. They're gonna speak up. They're gonna say something. Yep. I love to see that. Diplomat, resurrection, and speaker. You know, there's a lot of cards in this deck, and I'm really happy that these are the ones that came out. I'm getting good energy from this. So with the whole third-party energy, it very well could have been work. Like that, I'm really getting that in very heavy work energy, that they have a lot going on. And with resurrection, okay, we have the number 11, and so I see them wanting to come back 1-1. 1-1. Yes, I love that. Okay, so now we have the cards on the energy of the masculine, and we're going to use this cosmic pearl to see what energy the Queen of Wands is in. We'll do past, present, and future for the feminine as well. Okay, past the energy for this Queen of Wands. We have shell codes: resilience, determination, mindfulness. Okay, future. I meant present, but I said future, so the future, we'll do present. The present is wisteria rooted, longevity, luck, and fearless. I know that's right, fearless. Yes. We have the numbers 18, 43, and 2. So for future, the future is the heart-centered mystic, the cosmos made of stars, light leader. Yes, that's so beautiful. Okay, so that is the energy that I have for the feminine. So with the shell codes, I feel that the feminine was really tapping into their own magic and their own intuition when it came to this connection, and trying to be mindful about it, because the feminine is having to be receptive and understanding when it comes to this connection. I'm back. The camera died, so I had to put the battery to charge. I got myself a little snack. And so earlier I was talking about the lip color. That is the same color as my, it's, as you can see, is late night. Let me change this mode. Ooh, the light, when we're back. Okay. So earlier I was talking about my lip color, and right now when I went to go get a little snack, as the camera battery was charging, on the salsa pack it said, "You're my type," and it was fire. It was the Taco Bell salsa packs, and it said fire and "You're my type." And the name of the lipstick is Fuego. And then yeah, so I felt that that went along with what I was saying, that download earlier. So I definitely feel that this masculine feels that this feminine is just their type. So I went ahead and wrote down, while I was waiting for the battery to charge, where I left off was talking about how I felt that this feminine energy is, with the masculine being diplomatic, and I feel like there was an equal give and take. I feel that there was reciprocity between the two. And so with that, I feel that that's why the feminine will still be open to this masculine coming in and wanting to mend the situation, mend things if there was an ending between the two. If the masculine did have to walk away from the connection or just took too much time off from the connection and let it die out. So with the shell codes, what's coming through is you used to call me on my shell phone late night when you need my love. So the feminine is waiting for the masculine to hit her up, to call her, to text her. But I'm really getting call, because after there's been so much time that's passed, I don't feel that a text message would be good enough. I feel that there would need to be more action taken, which would be a phone call, because I feel that when the feminine hears the masculine's voice, it will really just, everything will just set in and go back. It's as if they're picking up where they left off. Versus the text, it's not as personal, and well, it can be, but it's not as intimate as a phone call would be, because you can hear each other's voices. And so with the wisteria rooted, what was coming through is that the wisteria plant, once it is rooted into the earth and it is growing and beginning to bloom, it is very hard to get rid of. So I do feel that this feminine, all the energy, the time, the effort that they have put into this connection, the connection has really blossomed over time, and it's something that I feel that the feminine isn't ready to let go of. The feminine is at a crossroads with the Two of Wands, but the decision hasn't been made. And with the heart-centered mystic, the cosmos, made of stars, and light leader, I do feel that the feminine is really tapping into their own energy and focusing on their self. And also the wisteria is also a very resilient plant as well, and we have resilience here with the shell codes and determination. And so the feminine is having to be strong and resilient in this situation, and is waiting for the green light that these two are back on. The Seven of Pentacles is about planting seeds for the future and looking at the long-term investments. And similarly to the wisteria rooted, the feminine feels that they have put in the time and energy into the connection, so they value it. And they value the connection with the masculine. And it does help that the masculine is diplomatic and willing to talk about things and work through things, work through whatever situation that they're going through. And I do feel that they were able to come to some sort of agreement when it comes to the relationship. And with the masculine energy, with the diplomat, and then here the Justice and the Emperor, it is giving very much a leadership role, someone who takes action and initiative. So what is coming up to mind is leader, law, lawyer, politics, public platform, motivational speaker, talk show host, maybe radio show host, someone in the media. And DJ was also coming through earlier. The King of Wands is someone who is working towards long-term success as a leader and being in that leadership energy. And with the Tower, there's been this sudden change and upheaval in their life or the connection. And they're really having to have patience to calmly get through the situation and face any challenges when it comes to this Tower moment. They're looking at their life and they're evaluating everything and then looking at the disappointments, any regrets that they have when it comes to the situation, thinking of what they could have done, should have done, but also realizing what they need to move on from. And they're tapping into their intuition and taking time to rest, to sleep on it, to sleep on these thoughts before they choose to take decisive action moving forward. They do have a lot of responsibilities and burdens, and they are having to walk away from some of these things that are weighing down on them. And this is why they're reflecting. This reflection and this energy here with the Magician and the Hermit, they're taking time to go inward, to look inward. They want to understand what's going on with them. And this is what's led to a breakthrough and a new way of thinking when it comes to life cycles. They're trying to have faith and be optimistic throughout the chaos, and trying to have faith that the universe has their back when it comes to this connection, when it comes to this situation, when it comes to these challenges. Queen of Wands is someone who is very confident and focused. And I see the masculine making plans to give and invest in the connection. They also feel that the Queen of Wands is someone who is very kind and compassionate and is going to be willing to hear them out when they come forward to speak to them. And they also feel that this Queen of Wands is very tapped into their intuition, and that they're also a trustworthy person and can make sound decisions. And I was hearing judgment call, but yeah, that they can make sound decisions and judgment calls. Even though the Queen of Wands is this fire energy, this Queen of Wands also embodies the Queen of Cups energy as well. So water, emotions, intuition. So that is what came through for this reading of the situation, and also the feminine energy. And I do feel that the cards reflected these two energies. I do feel that this masculine energy is also someone who is trying to bring balance into their own life when it comes to their fire energy, when it comes to leadership, when it comes to their confidence, when it comes to their goals and going after what it is that they want in their life. I just feel like that was good, but let's get some messages of love. So when it comes to this situation, let's see. Get some messages of love regarding this connection. We have ego. I let my pride get in the way of our connection. So this is where they are reflecting and thinking about things, and we have this tower moment. And so they're really trying to be calm and composed when it comes to it. So with the ego card, it's a woman and she kind of has her hands like this. So they're like, oh my gosh, what have I done? That is what I feel. So okay, and it's followed by damage. Daydreaming and soul tie. So the messages of love here is, I let my pride get in the way of our connection. We are both hurting from this. I am always longing for you. I always feel connected to you. So the masculine energy is feeling that this is what I feel is this tower moment here. Because we have tower clarified by tower and the strength. So they're having to, they're really longing I feel that they're really longing to make things right with the feminine, especially with the Justice, the Emperor, and the Two of Cups. That's the soulmate energy coming through, and with soul tie, that is also clarifying that I always feel connected to you. We have space. I need more time to think. And we do see that here with the Hermit, with the Four of Swords, with the Ten of Wands, the Eight of Cups. So if there has been a separation in this connection, it is because the masculine is really trying to focus on how to make things work in their life efficiently and within this relationship. Indecisive. I know my inability to make a decision hurts you. And then here on the back of the deck we have gossip. I'm afraid of what other people will think. So as I was stating in the very beginning of the reading, I felt that this is a very private connection. Okay, so where we left off earlier was on the card gossip, and we're gonna get into what the gossip is. So the way that I feel about it is, if there is any sort of gossip, I feel that the people in the connection shouldn't pay it any mind. It says here, I'm afraid of what other people will think. Well, who cares? Like, who cares what other people think? And so we're gonna see what it is. We're gonna see why they feel that way. So first we'll ask, why are they afraid of what other people will think? And then we'll ask what the gossip is. Why are they afraid of what other people will think? Like I stated, I feel that it really doesn't matter. Other people's opinions don't matter. We have the Moon here. Why are they afraid what other people will think? We have the Knight of Pentacles. We have the Page of Pentacles. Interesting. The Wheel of Fortune, the Five of Pentacles, the King of Cups. They're not coming out as the King of Pentacles, and we have the Ten of Pentacles. So it could have to do with family. They might be worried about what their family might think. They also may want to start a family with this feminine energy. They just have a lot of emotions when it comes to finances, because we have coins here. We have the Moon, we have the King of Cups. So I don't know if I was saying the cards earlier. We have the Moon, we have the Knight of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, the Five of Pentacles, and the King of Cups. So that's telling me that this person is in their feels, they're in the emotions right now. And with the Five of Pentacles, maybe they don't feel that they're where they need to be financially in order to have a family and begin this commitment here. So in the spread we had the Magician and the Hermit. So I do feel like this person is working on their finances, they're working on their money, and so maybe they took a step back so they could focus on that. Let's see, let's clarify the Moon. We have the Justice. The Justice came out again. We have the Six of Wands, the Strength. the Emperor, the Tower. We have the Emperor, the Tower, the Star, the Page of Swords, and the Ten of Wands. Why the Wheel of Fortune, Queen of Cups, Nine of Wands. Why the Five of Pentacles? Page of Cups. We have a lot of pages coming out. The Lovers. The Page of Cups. Why the King of Cups? So we have the Lovers that came out again. The Six of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. Okay. Okay. So I see here that they just might not feel confident enough. This is what they're trying to work on. They're trying to work on their confidence. They want to also, it seems that they're working on their emotions as well. We have the Justice that came out twice, the Lovers came out twice, the Queen of Wands came out twice, the Ten of Wands came out twice, Strength came out twice, the Wheel of Fortune came out twice. So that's where I can sense that this is having to do with the main situation here that we have between these two individuals. This person wants to commit. I do believe that they want to start a family. I believe that they want marriage. They're thinking about marriage because they're wanting to do things correctly. And maybe not correctly, but in a traditional way. But they want to do right by the feminine. And we're coming back to that song of they don't always have the time to give to this feminine, and I feel that it's because they're working on their finances, and so they may have felt like they needed to take a step back from the connection and distance themselves so they can work on themselves, build their confidence, build up their coins, get in their bag. And they know that the feminine has love for them, has feelings for them, and I feel that they have love for the feminine, and they want to send a message and they want to work things out, but they're still learning how to do that. They're still learning how to come forward and be vulnerable and open up when it comes to their emotions. They are the King of Wands, so that's how they're showing up in the situation. But it seems to me that they're also a balanced person. This is also giving Libra energy, and as I stated earlier, it could have to do with the law. They could be a police officer even, or a lawyer, or just work in law in general. And this is just a very just person, so they do want to do things right, but there is this strong physical attraction as well as chemistry, and so that is how the relationship began, but over time it has developed into something more. And when they realized that this wasn't just on a physical level, it is when they distanced themselves because they had to work on themselves. And so they might just be worried about what people are going to say, and maybe it has nothing to do with the connection. It could have to do with them. Like, what are people going to say about them? Are they even able to buy the ring? Are they able to get married? Are they able to provide and sustain a partnership and provide for their love, provide for their family, and step up as that masculine energy? And this is what they want. They're working on being the Emperor. That's who they want to be, and they're just trying right now to have the strength, and they are feeling better about themselves, and that's why I do feel that the masculine energy does want to reach out. So if you're the feminine, just keep doing what you're doing. And I'm never gonna say like you should wait on someone, especially if you're the type of person that's been like, it's been like 6 months. Like, no, like, do you, don't turn down any offer. If someone is willing to come forward to you and provide you with the connection that you need and give to you in the ways that you need, don't turn that down because you're over here waiting on someone else to get their stuff together. And when it comes to the masculine, sometimes what helps is just being honest and letting the other person know where you're at in your life, giving them the opportunity to make the choice and the decision to be supportive of you and where you are on your path right now. So they're kind of just in their head and not really, like, they don't even want to think about that. They don't even want to think about what other people are going to think. But then they're over here, I'm afraid what other people will think. Oh my goodness. Because they're also thinking about having children, and so they're wondering if they're going to be able to. They're like, okay, like, if I get her pregnant, am I going to be able to provide? Am I going to be able to provide for our family? And so they are thinking deep. They are really, they're thinking about this. This is how it takes some time though. Oh yeah, let's see. We have the 8 of Wands. So we have a lot of fast forward movement. I feel that they might feel that whenever they decide to come together and progress this connection, progress the relationship, take it to the next level, whatever that might be, whether it's boyfriend or girlfriend, whether it's an engagement, whether it's marriage, a long-term commitment, they know that things are going to move forward very quickly. And maybe it is because they have such passion for the feminine. They're like, oh no, I know what this is going to lead to. They want to be able to provide. They don't want you guys to be struggling. They don't want y'all to be struggling. They don't want to be like a struggle couple and struggle through love. But I think sometimes what people need to realize is when it comes to things, even like a traditional partnership and marriage, it's for sickness and in health, for better, for worse. And when it's true love and the person really loves the other, they're going to be willing to make sacrifices and be there for one another and support each other as both people grow in the relationship and grow individually and work towards their goals and their achievements and be there. And started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team here. Okay, I kept it real from the start. See, that I think that is some energy that the masculine needs to be in. Is like keeping it real with themselves, with their partner. And if you gotta take it slow, take it slow. If you gotta, be in your bag, but let the other person know. Don't leave the feminine waiting, because somebody else might snatch her up in the meantime. Don't just walk away. Yeah, don't let the cycle end, because sometimes what happens is we let go of someone because we think that we're not good enough, and that person might not even feel or think that way. And then it causes a rift in the relationship, it causes a distance, and it can create problems and situations where people are having, where the people in the relationship begin to have negative thoughts and resentments, and things start to build up. And that's not something you want. If the relationship is good, if you guys do get along well, and you have a great time together, it's building off of that and working towards something more. Okay, so let's see what the gossip is. what's the gossip? What is this gossip that they're afraid of? What is the gossip that they're afraid of? We have the Six of Wands, Six of Pentacles, 6-6, and the Wheel of Fortune. And this jar. I feel what they're afraid of is, what this gossip is they know that when they decide to commit and get together with this person, they are going to want to show off. They're going to want to show off their partner. I mean, the Queen of Wands is very attractive, but so is the King of Wands, and they look good together. They're a perfect pair, and highly charismatic, highly attractive. So they know people are going to see them and that they're going to be giving to them. So right now they may be in an energy where they're giving to other people, and they know that things are going to change. Like everything is going to change for them, and when they commit, and everybody's going to know who they're with and who they're giving to, who they're giving their love into, who they're giving their time to, and their energy. Clarify the Six of Wands. King of Pentacles, like I said, when they commit, they commit. And they're gonna be a committed man. Why the Six of Pentacles? We have the Well. So with the Six of Pentacles and the Well is, a well has water, and it also comes to mind a wishing well. Like this is their wish. This is their wish to have this victory, to have this relationship, and they may not be able to give to others with their time or their coin. It's going to be going straight to their relationship and straight to their dreams when it comes to this connection and where they want it to go. Clarify the Wheel. We have the Seven of Cups and the Eight of Cups. Alright. And for some may not feel good about that. And they also understand that they're going to have to walk away from some things. They're going to have to walk away from other things that they're putting their time and energy into that really, because we go from 7 to 8. So what do we have here? The Queen of Cups and the Four of Wands. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's clarify the Seven of Cups. Let's clarify the Eight of Cups. Ooh. Okay, Eight of Cups. Okay. There's gonna be some people who are gonna be heartbroken when they find out the truth. When they find out the truth that they're walking away, that if there's any of the people that want them, because both the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands, they have other people who want them, who want to pursue them, who want to go after them, who want to be with them, in a physical sense as well, strongly in a physical sense. So they know that all these options of these other people, like it's done, it's over with, it's done, it's over with, and there's going to be some people who are sad about it, and they're, because of, you know, they're not going to be able to be with them anymore. And then with the Three of Swords and the Ace of Swords, they know that they're going to have to walk away from these people, and some people are going to be heartbroken about this. They may even try to take action and keep them stuck. They may want to keep them stuck in that cycle with them, whatever the cycle is. So they're gonna have to put a rest to these options. And so that's going to be the gossip, and maybe they're worried about that. Maybe they're worried about other people coming forward, these other options, and possibly even coming forward to the feminine and telling them something that is going to cause disappointment and heartbreak in the connection. And that's what I'm saying. You just got to be real. You just got to keep it real and honest and transparent. Emotional, transparent communication is very important in a connection, and letting the other person know, but also keeping your connection safe. So maybe that is also why this masculine is distancing themselves and taking a step back, because they may need to clear things up with these other people and put an end to it and walk away from some things and people and behaviors before they can come forward and continue this connection. They're having to make their choice and their decision, and they're gonna have to reject some people. They're gonna have to stop answering some calls, some messages, and really figure out where they want to be putting their time and their energy. Because if this connection was a plant, for instance, they need to water the plant, they need to fertilize the plant in order for it to continue to grow and to be healthy and to bloom. And if they don't do that, what happens when you stop watering and fertilizing the plant? It's gonna die, and the connection will die. And so if they're not careful about caring for this connection, it may not last. And so here we have with the indecisive energy here, it's like they know that this is a soul connection, but it's their ego is getting in the way. Ego of realizing they gotta let the people on the roster go, because these other people will definitely try and interfere with this connection and mess things up. And that's why they need to do what they need to do and cut ties, block, get away from, distance, make sure the other people know, like, I'm not doing this anymore. Even if it comes to other people like friends and family, same thing. If the connection isn't healthy and is toxic, they need to distance themselves and take a step back and take a step away and realize where they're putting their time and energy into. Oh, okay. We'll see what that's about. We have the Four of Wands. So things are kind of just stuck where they are right now. We have the Moon, the Knight of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands, the Knight of Swords, and the Eight of Coins. Again with this Moon energy. This could be a phone call or a message, but I'm getting a phone call or even an audio note if it's not a phone call. But it's where the voice can be heard, and there's this forward movement. We have 8-8 here. So what is hidden right now and to be revealed is that they want to work towards things. They're taking their time, and they really need to move it along here, but they are going to impulsively take action and try and work on things. It's like I was saying all that about them, and they're like, hold on now, wait a second, wait a second. I am gonna reach out, I am gonna say something, I am doing those things. And if you're doing those things, that's good, that's great. Then you know you know that what's for you and what's not for you when it comes to this reading and this message, because it's not going to be for everybody, and it's not for everybody's connection. This is just what came through. Okay, so let's get some more cards here. The devil. Okay, let me shuffle this. And the Two of Cups. They are obsessed. They're obsessed with this. They're obsessed with this connection. I'm gonna leave the Two of Cups instead. Yeah, I'm definitely getting obsessive vibes. Okay. So I'm gonna put this gossip back. And behind the gossip is I want to fix our connection. They want to mend it. So there's just a bit, there's just a bit that's on their mind when it comes to this connection. Let's get some romance and love oracle cards. Unseen. Love can be blind. Ensure you're not overlooking red flags. So yes, feminine, don't overlook the red flags. And the same thing for the masculine. When it comes to your other connections, do not overlook the red flags, because you do not want other people to interfere with your connection. Even feminine, be mindful about what you're telling other people, what you're telling friends about this connection. So you and your person know how each other feel. You know what goes on in the relationship. You know what the vibes are between the two of y'all. And other people are not going to understand it the way that you do. And so when you bring other people into the connection, through gossip, through telling them things, through talking about things, they're going to remember the negative things that you say. And although our friends, they want the best for us, and of course they're going to accept things, they're going to accept the connection. We don't want any negative thoughts or energy being sent towards the connection. And this can be done unconsciously. They may not be conscious of it, but through gossip we can create negative energy around our relationship and delay it by doing so. So we want to be mindful about what you're saying, and try and be optimistic and have faith in your connection, that if it's meant for you, it will work out, and if it's not, okay, then it's not. And God is going to provide you with another partner, with someone who's going to be your energetic match, with someone who's going to match your freak. Okay, so let's see. What is some romance and love messages when it comes to this connection? Oh my gosh, I knew I needed to do one more. Okay, I'm so excited. I'm so happy. I'm so happy for you. Okay, I will tell you what we have here. We have heartbreak, connection, relax, secrets, long distance, twin flame, proposal. See, I knew this. I didn't want to say anything, but I knew this was a twin flame, a soulmate reading, because the lovers came out, and we have here the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands, which is the perfect match. You guys are perfect for each other, and I love that the twin flame card came out, and the Queen and King of Wands are fire. They're passionate, they're energy. So I'm going to read these cards out right now. Heartbreak is a part of the human experience. It will pass. Love is the bridge connecting souls. Cherish those connections. Find joy in the simple pleasures of just being together. Something is hidden from you. Someone isn't being truthful. Love knows no distance. It transcends time and space. Trust the magnetic pull of your twin flame. It will guide you toward them. An offer or proposal in the near future will come as a surprise. Okay, see, that's what I was saying. This just clarifies what I was saying earlier in the reading when I was expressing that this masculine energy is thinking about commitment, is thinking about marriage. And because we have the Emperor, we have the Judgment, it came out again, and we had the Moon coming out as well, I think 3 times. So that's where I'm saying that there is something hidden, and what's hidden is, it may seem as if they're not being truthful, they're not being honest because they're withholding something, but what they're withholding is what they're working on and their plans. And distance can create problems, but because there can be distance when it comes to communication, and that can cause issues. There can be physical distance that can also cause issues, especially if the 2 individuals, their love language is quality time. And that can cause issues, but you can work on that through communication, through communicating more. It can be a temporary replacement for the quality time, because that is still considered quality time when you're putting your energy into talking and having conversations with your partner. And when we have here, find joy in the simple pleasures of just being together, that's what I was getting, just being in the car. Something as simple as, let's go for a ride and let's put some music on, like let's just chill, like let's be in each other's energy. They weren't speaking, it was just silence. Well, and music, but when it came to the 2 individuals, it was just them being very content with being next to one another and being in each other's energies. And if you believe that this person is for you, then things will work out. You have to have faith in your connection and the partnership, and try not to let the negative thoughts get to you when it comes to distance or distance in communication. And understanding that heartbreak does happen, it's gonna happen. And we had earlier the 3 of Swords that came out, and some people, they may be sad about this, but it's not your problem to comfort them and make them feel better. It's really important that you pursue what it is that you want when it comes to love, and not letting anything else get in the way of that. And we have here proposal. So, I think this is really beautiful of all the cards that could have came out. So we have this individual really in their mind right now, really their ego, they're kind of shook, they're looking at themselves and realizing and daydreaming about what it is that they want for the future. And they do know that this person is a soulmate, is a kindred soul, kindred spirit, is someone that they care for very deeply. I don't want to get into anything else or any other energies, and I think that it is a good sign that when it came to this 3rd party energy, which can be work, family, other people, that there wasn't too much of that in the reading. And it really revolved around the masculine and where their mental space is at right now, where their heart space is at, and what their future intentions are. I do feel that this is an honest person, and I do feel that they are going to do what it takes in order to make sure that this connection works. So right here on the back we have plant yourself here, integration, embodiment, and action. And that reminds me of the Wisteria Rooted card. So what are some messages from the Divine Goddess of Love? I'm going to connect to the Goddess of Love and see what the Great Mother, the Great Goddess, the Virgin de Guadalupe has for us when it comes to this connection. We have, oh my gosh, oh my goddess, this is so beautiful. We have Sophia, divine plan, wisdom, destiny. That's what I'm saying. I know that's right. Goddess always shows up with facts. The bud, potential, it's happening, keep going. And we saw that there with that work, they're putting in that work. And I applaud you, masculine, for really working on yourself to get yourself where you need to go and chasing towards your dreams, so that way you can have the love that you want. I was gonna say, so that way you can have the love of your life that you want and that you deserve. I feel emotions coming up. I feel that's where this masculine is they've had this tower moment in their life, and they're realizing, oh my goodness, this is the love of my life. The bloom. Creations realized, right time, celebrate. I do feel that there's a celebration coming. We have bud, which is the potential, and then we have, oh, I meant to just pull one. Okay, I'll take that, we'll take that. The bloom, so we have bud and bloom. And then we have the sun, joy, fun, life force, success, play. And that fits very perfectly with this fire energy. We have here on the back the rose garden, innocence, forgiveness, self-kindness. So there is going to be a conversation that's had. Let's get one more. Okay. The crowning. That's what I'm saying. I feel like it's gonna be some baby with all that passion, all that fire. We have the crowning, initiation, thresholds, rebirth. And rebirth goes with the resurrection of being, this connection is going to be reborn, and it is going to be renewed. On the back, we have the fertile void, inner winter, rest, patience, potency. So I feel that is where this connection is right now. That's where it is right now. And the universe, God, the goddess, the angels that are looking over this connection, right? We have that here with, trying to cut their little bonds. We have that here with the lovers. We have this angel looking over this. So this is all part of the divine plan, and everything will happen the way that it should, as it should. And that what is happening right now is all part of what is supposed to happen within the connection, so that way both people can work on themselves individually and also build strength and persevere through this and come out stronger on the other side when it comes to this connection. And that is so beautiful. So I don't even know what else to pull now. Okay, so we'll put these up here. This is just so beautiful, and I love how the way that everything came out with the bud, the bloom, the sun, plants, just as I was talking about earlier with the metaphor of the plants. So earlier when I was talking about the plants, the plant also needs sun in order to grow. And with the crowning, I do feel that there's gonna be a child that is going to be birthed from this beautiful divine connection. And I think that everything is happening as it should, and what I'm getting is this masculine wants to do things right. Maybe they know that they're gonna leave it in. they know, and I feel that they don't want to hold back when it comes to this connection, and that they're like, what's gonna happen is gonna happen, and they want that, and they just want to make sure that they're ready for that when the time comes. And so I feel that they're really working to get in their bag, to work on their coin. They may want to be able to afford to buy a ring and save up a bit before they propose, even, because they know that once things get going, that everything is going to happen really fast and very quickly, and they want a family. They see this feminine as their perfect match, and they want to mix the DNA here. I'll show you with the Two of Cups, they want to mix their DNA and they want to have a baby. And they just, I feel that they also feel that you guys will have really, you're so attractive that you'll have beautiful children. And they want that. I think they're very excited for that. They want to do right by the feminine, and that's as they should, as they should. Okay. Let's see here. And let's pull some of these Oracle cards. What is this now? Love. They just confirmed what I was saying earlier. You know when I said that this masculine's gonna leave it in? Protection is, there's gonna be a disruption in the protection. And then we have rest and stop. So they realize some things. They need to calm down. They need to slow down. They need to chill out because they're in love. They are hungry. Magic. Surrender. Yeah, they're just gonna surrender to this connection. They believe it's magical. You got that magical. You're magical feminine. That's all I can say. You're magical, and that you feel magical, and when they're with you, it's amazing. It's amazing. And you may be wondering, because you're over here just waiting, like, when are you gonna call me on my cell phone? Like, when are you gonna hit me up? And you're like, maybe they're not into me. Maybe they didn't like it. Maybe they don't want me anymore like they used to. No, that's not the case. It's that they want you so much that they gotta take a step back because they're in love with you, and they realize that, and they get a hold of themselves. Because they realize this is a magical connection. And I feel like it's only right to pull from this deck. Oh, those are crystal. And look what's right here. Crystal technology. In this crystal there's a baby. This is the Metaphysical Cannabis Oracle deck, and I feel that we're going to use this deck because only right to do so with the music that came on and with what I was channeling earlier with the song. Okay, I'll do one shuffle. Oh my gosh. We have future love letter. I love you. And then we have divine feminine. Oh wow. They may be writing you something. Universal oneness. They may be writing you a letter. A song even. A poem, just their thoughts, their straight unfiltered thoughts put on paper, or straight to the text message, straight to even an audio note. They're going to offer you a love letter. And their love letter may even be them just being honest, open, and transparent with you about what they want and what their intentions are and where they see this connection going. Okay, let's get some messages of love. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. We have creation partners, sex magic, so gateway vision. So I'm telling you, they see you as you're the yin to their yang. You're their divine counterparts. We had magic earlier. They know. They already know what this relationship is leading to. There's no doubt. Didn't I say they want to do things the traditional way? Didn't I say that? Didn't I say they want to do things the traditional way? We have creation partner gateway. Aduro Sin Sin. I'm not sure if I'm saying that correctly. And Mami Wata. Oh wow. That's too much. That's too much. But we'll take it and we'll talk about it right now. And this will be our closing out messages. And what do you know? What do you know is on the back here? Crystal technology, that little baby we were talking about earlier. That little baby, y'all may have a little spirit baby that is really working to have you guys come together. And they're ready to come in. They're ready to be born. We have intergalactic mastery here, confirmation. I'm so happy that I decided to record this because confirmation on confirmation on confirmation. The goddess said what the goddess said. So first, before I get into the meanings from the book, I see two individuals coming together in union and bliss, and they have this vision when they're together of what it is that they want, like they see the future. I don't know, when y'all are together, y'all really may experience something when you come into union and when you're being intimate, and where you just have a moment where you just look into each other's eyes and you're telepathically talking to one another, and you know what it is that you want, and you let it happen, and it happens, and a beautiful child comes from it. But I do see this person wanting to be traditional, so they may just want to put a ring on it first. They may just want to put a ring on you first before they let that happen, so that way if anything does happen, everybody already knows that y'all are in a commitment with one another. When with this card, Mami Wata and memory, I do also see the waters, the bodily waters coming through, and then we have here intergalactic mastery, confirmation. We have family. We have essence. We have gratitude, clarity, spirit, act, transformation, great diviner, ego death, similar to the tower, equalizer, highest self. What does that look like? Okay. So, and all that leads to this little crystal baby here. All this leads to this crystal baby. And a family. And then when we have essence here, that's where I was saying is the bodily waters and creating a family, and from that essence it's gonna be something that is done in bliss, in joy, and in love. So this child is gonna be made out of love. And they want both of you guys to be in that state of gratitude. And with spirit and act, I do feel like there could be some other things involved. Like I said, y'all might smoke a little bit, relax, and if that's not for you, you're like, oh, I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't do those things, that's okay. Y'all are gonna be high on each other's energy, okay? You're gonna be high on each other's energy. And with transformation, this is with spirit and act, this is also God. This is also God. With the Sophia and divine plan, wisdom and destiny, this is y'all's destiny, and I feel that both of you know this and feel this. It's a deep knowing, a deep intuitive knowing within yourself of what is going to happen, and that this relationship is going to be transformative. And I feel that maybe the feminine may already know this. That's why the feminine is just waiting and being receptive and open to the masculine, and the masculine is coming to these realizations. And then we have the great diviner and the ego death, right? The ego death is similar to the Tower card. And then we have equalizer, highest self. So there's a lot that has to do with divine union and balance. When we have clarity here, this is similar to the justice. We have gratitude here. This is similar to the world. So this is a whole new chapter for you guys that you're gonna go into. Maybe they're also, with that gossip card just came to mind, they may be worried about other people gossiping. Like I stated earlier, it could just be gossiping about how you guys shine together, how good you guys go together, and you're this great couple and that is in love with one another and supportive of one another, putting a lot of energy and effort into your connection. And some people get jealous. But who cares? Who cares what people think? Y'all must be doing something right. So this is for the Aduro Sensen. Although many roads lead to the same place, the throne, they are all unique and powerful. Traditions keep your legacy alive, and through our students, we pass down the gifts of song, recipes, even this deck. This card comes to you when you are asked to recognize the importance of connection we have with every heartbeat of each person on the planet. In the crown sits a cannabis leaf with rose quartz heart resting over a large owl feather. The rose quartz has a spiral etched into the crystal that serves to remind you the continuity of cosmic forces. The cannabis leaf heralds the energy of the heart space and expands the mind's programming to go deeper into learning. Aduro Sensen seeks authenticity and integrity in order to fully live this human experience. When this card appears, ask yourself, where do my truths lie? Do I see value in cultural traditions? Am I ready to experience the benefits of being disciplined? So when the relationship moves to the next level, when it comes to family, this person is having to realize the commitment and discipline that it's going to take in order for things to work out, to be healthy. Maybe they don't come from the healthiest family background. Maybe they have a broken family. But with you, they actually see themselves as having a family, a healthy one that is filled with gratitude and joy and love and they feel like their life is going to be reborn through this, and it's shocking to them. Maybe they didn't think this was in the plan for them. With Mami Wata, see. Mami Wata. The doggone creation myth tells the story of Mami Wata and dates back over 4,000 years. A figure is floating in the ocean with a large red and black snake around her shoulders. Her tail bursts with emerald greens, and her hair encompasses everything around her. Mami Wata is a spiritual and material oracle that comes to you when you are going to gain something, if you call upon her for help. She loves to help women and will protect the sacred waters around her at all costs. Her eyes hold a stern gaze that shines intensely. The water in this card is a major factor, as Mami Wata will use water to prove a point or teach a lesson. If her messages are not received, many people seek the help of Mami Wata by dancing themselves into a trance. This card could be a sign of fertility. I told y'all, I saw it in the cards. I saw it. I saw the vision of you two together. Oh, that reminds me, at the beginning of the reading when I was talking about the downloads that came through and I was listing them out, and I was listing timings. So whenever I was typing everything in, I got a text about going to dinner and dancing, so that could be significant as well. You guys may love to dance together, and like I said, music came through very strongly, so maybe you get asked out for dinner and dancing. Maybe there's a proposal at dinner and you celebrate with dancing with one another, or even it could be that you go out for dinner and dancing and later on there's some sort of proposal that comes through. And keep in mind, a proposal doesn't have to be made in this traditional sense. There's a strong tradition, but maybe what they gift you is something that is a symbol of your love and commitment to one another. Maybe they're not at the point where they can get you the 2-carat ring, okay? But they're gonna gift you something that is just as valuable to you. And it's almost as if they've been studying you and they know what it is that you like. And so they're going to get you something that is unique to you and your connection, and it's going to be heartfelt and thoughtful. So I don't know what it's going to be, but that is how it's going to go. And it can even be moving in together. They may want to move in together with you and just be able to come home to you at the end of the day. But I do feel that it's gonna be a ring. It's gonna be a ring, it's gonna be maybe even a necklace, but it's something that is a symbol that you're in a committed relationship. And that's what they want. That's why they want to do things traditionally, because they see themselves having a child with you in the future. And maybe it's not right away, but it's gonna be very soon after the commitment is made, because they're just gonna be like, this is set in stone. You're mine. Okay, so let's see. Intergalactic Mystery, page 111. Twin flames, I'm telling ya. Y'all are twins. This card appears when you have completed the upper levels of your journey and may not be giving yourself enough credit for it. This card is amplified when it appears with the Future Love Letter card, which came out earlier. And here we see the Sirius star cluster with ABC. A small rainbow confirms that you have done the work. It is time to connect with your other galaxies and become the master of your chosen craft. It says work with hematite, which is a crystal. And the new thought pattern is, it is easy for me to silence the voice in my mind and maintain awareness. I find peace everywhere. What was I talking about earlier about having faith? Trusting in the magnetic pull, trusting in the partnership that it's going to guide you to where you need to be with them when it comes to this connection. 2, 1. In this card, we see the next 7 generations reflected in a mirror that stands before a couple who hold a child in their arms. Again, the child. The child's spirit reflects into a multitude of future beings who have wisdom of their ancestors, we who sit with the cards today. The couple has a look of grace and confidence, knowing that they can change the perception of the world with the proper vehicle of delivery. I'm crying now. As I say, I saw them in the vehicle together. The mirror is wrapped in cannabis leaves and flowers to showcase how this guide works through lifetimes. Crystals line the bottom of the mirror, and we see the fruition of the future self card. The sun and the moon are carved into the frame to showcase how the future will be full of lights, yet will still have some dark days only illuminated by the moon. Omo appears when the subject of family comes up and reminds you that we aren't all born with a family. They may not be exactly who we wanted, but they are who we need to evolve from this human experience. Wow. That's so beautiful. I feel like I need a tissue. I'm really what's coming through. You know, when I was stating earlier, maybe they didn't come from an ideal family or traditional family. That's something that they really crave on a soul level. And it's what they really want. And you, feminine, you have shook them up. And they're coming to this realization. They have come to this realization. We have Nana Baruku, which is essence, page 92. Nana Baruku. Swirls of purple grace the middle of this card and form into the massive gown worn by Nana Baruku. She is the grandmother keeper of the Orisha oracles for the Fawn people in Africa. She is revered as the most influential deity in Western Africa's theology. Her dress resembles a giant ball gown akin to Cinderella's, and she is believed to have given birth to the moon spirit Mawu, who we see in the upper right of the card. The sun spirit Lisa, who appears on the other side, is also a child of Nana Baruku. Nana Baruku is the original creator, and Mawu Lisa is the secondary. The large adornment of kauri shells cover the goddess's neck and her headscarf. Her skin is leathery to show her age as the oldest Orisha. In her hands is a sacred knife made out of bamboo, and in the other, a terracotta pot holds the secrets that your soul has kept. When this card appears to you, it is time to remember that your essence is here long before your physical being. If you are having issues with your maternal aspects, Nana Baruku comes forward to help with all of these issues. What's coming through is fertility. This relationship, this connection is very fertile, and if you're wanting to have children, I do believe that it is going to happen. With the gratitude card, which is similar to the wheel, life is a constant change in luck, relationship, finances, homes, and lifestyle. How you react to change is key here. Do you fall into chaos or rise? When this card emerges, it reminds you that each event in your life could be a blessing. Maybe you just got through your dark night of the soul, and this card is a reassurance that the sun is shining. You are loved, guided, and protected in all ways, always. Ask yourself, how do I react to change? Do I meet opportunities when presented with them, or do I make excuses and resist the change? The truth is relative to your perspective, and there are always 3 sides to every story, both sides and the truth. You are responsible for where you are, and it's time to be honest with yourself. This card appears with the suggestion of legal decisions or counsel in your favor. Take up the space and fight for your voice to be heard. Ask yourself, have I taken responsibility for all of my choices? And I feel that that's where the masculine is they want to be able to be a responsible partner and a responsible parent. Spirit, this is time to take action. The split resembles the beginning of a project and appears as a living object with the beautiful leaves of the sacred tobacco plant, cannabis leaves sprouting out around it. Beyond the plans in your head, the split shows up when the ethereal needs to become physical. Split people thrive on challenges, just like Aries of the zodiac, and they will pursue every quest with enthusiasm. The crystal castle in the background shows that this is a time for doing and no longer for thinking. The smoke clouds clear, signifying strength, great sensual power, and physical energy. This card could indicate upcoming travel and fewer restrictions in your everyday life. Split types are known to bring enthusiasm to every situation, even mundane daily tasks, and thrive on challenges. Plant spirit, lettuce. You need to eat some greens. Make sure you're getting your greens. Make sure you're healthy, having those salads, even if you don't like them. Maybe you need to be. Okay, we have Iku, which is transformation. Iku rides in and clears away the old to make space for a new vibration to come in. Without Iku, the cycle would never be complete. Iku is death in the Yoruba tradition, but death is not the end. The flag symbolizes creation and the light spirit body which continues endlessly, as Iku rides through the veils of time-space. The Pegasus symbolizes this ability to fly to the ends of time and space, resulting in true freedom. It has mastered getting beyond the self and carries Iku at the time of humanity's greatest need, rebirth. Cannabis flowers and leaves sprinkle the ground as offerings, left by many spirits before who have accepted the change. I'm getting a call right now, so you may be getting a call soon. Call that's going to change your life with an offer you can't refuse. If you accept Iku when she appears in a spread, you are fully free to release something and step into the new light. It is okay to mourn and grieve the things of the past, but you must create your future. When Iku arrives and says it is time to move on, Iku shows up for you. It is time to consider. Do I run programs of the past more than those of the future? Do I know how to embrace the unknown? Ifa saw the beginning of creation. He embodies wisdom and understanding through all destinies. He sits in front of a bright blue sky with his legs stretched out before him, a slight bend in the knee. He wears a yellow and green robe and sits as the great diviner, with his cowrie shells beside him in a pile. In front of his lap sits a mirror with golden flakes on it. Where the shells fall, he creates a mark of 1 or 2 straight lines to decipher their message, something that has taken him many years of practice. He uses these readings to determine the outcome of any situation that comes to you. When it is time for you to be called to action. Ife is the path of the males in the Nigerian divination, and the stern look on his face reminds you that he means business. He knows all the secrets about creation, and a candle sits at the front of the card to symbolize this. He is immensely powerful, some say more powerful than the other Orishas. Ifu has his divining chain, Opele, and his palm nuts around his seat to symbolize what he brought to humanity as a guide. We have a strong theme of transformation and action. Gugoro. Sudden changes occur in everyday life and result in our awakening to another level of self. This card brings the change you feared in Itam. This card reminds us that handling problems from a grounded perspective will always yield better results than charging in a reckless manner, which could have dire consequences. Harness the energy when this card appears, and remember that change is the only constant. The universe will send you a wake-up call if you are not fulfilling what your higher self came here to do. What can get lost in the material and become stuck, and then life gives us an experience for freedom. When this card arrives, it is time to relinquish the old habits, thoughts, and programs that keep you prisoner in your ivory tower. View something from a different perspective and allow the full transformation. This card has appeared in the spread because it is time for you to consider the following. Am I ready to have my plans turned upside down without warning? And those plans can always be turned upside down in a positive way. Things can happen and it may seem chaotic and it may seem crazy and challenging, but it is for the highest good. And we have the last card, Equalizer, highest self, and I do believe that's why there's these changes happening and this shift in this connection, this rebirth, this resurrection. Highest self. When we hear this, we think focus, center, direct, and this is what the Equalizer brings to your life. Here we see a glistening, milky looking drip similar to honey, and as bees work together to make the precious honey, we know it is all for the queen. We see the honeycomb pattern deep within the card and what looks like a vortex at the center. This card is an alert to get focused. It is time to stop manifesting and start taking action on your manifestations. You already have everything you need, and you know that this will pass. Some cultures believe that our highest selves give the lessons we will have in life once we inhabit our human form. This is so that we can evolve our consciousness back to the 7th dimensional realm where it resides. When this card appears for you, it is time to take one to the face. And that may mean a hard truth or loving accountability. Plant spirit, chamomile. So you may need to drink some tea, calm down, relax, accept. Two cards that I haven't read yet are the first two, which is Creation Partner and Gateway. And I felt like I should read those two last. Creation Partner is 69. And that's what this card looks like. The yin and the yang. I'm not surprised. I am not surprised about that number there. That is no coincidence. Sex magic. I integrate and accept change, and I align with the cycles of life. This card emerges when you need to collaborate. Each person has one hand hidden so as to not show all their cards. It's as if they have talents they do not know of because they only emerge when working together. Partnered energy is powerful, whether it is love, friendship, or business. When you combine your intention with someone else's intention and the two are aligned, working in tune with your intention, the results are magnified. Just because you've known someone forever doesn't mean you can't give new people a chance. Be open and honest with yourself and how you feel about collaboration. More often than not, if you have a problem with the partnership, it is a reflection of your inner struggle. Return to creation energy. Solo magic, if this card continues to appear. Crystal pairing, fluorite. And then we have the gateway card, the vision card. Many of our spirit guides are the animals that made soul contracts with us. Animals, especially dogs, live with unfiltered joy. This is why they ascend faster than humans. They radiate and integrate the highest frequencies on the planet. A heart at the center of the card reminds you to live with your heart wide open, like the gates, which, along with the small crystal skull, sit engulfed in orange flame, sharing the message of grace. This card can help create visions when held to your third eye, along with creating happiness. Expect miracles, attract miracles, and accept miracles is the theme for this card. You have completed the lessons and are ready to work deeply with the dimensional beings. You will complete the gateway walk. You must remember. Work with Seraphinite. Your new thought pattern is, I remember the divine spark within my mind and spirit. I am always connected. We'll go ahead and read the crystal technology. If this card has come up for you, it is time to communicate with the crystal spirit realm. It has been said that humans once had 12 strands of DNA and 12 chakras we actively used. The more light it contains, the more information can be obtained from the elemental being inside the crystal itself. This card reminds us that we can tap into our inner being to attune to other elements, including trees, plants, animals, and more. This card tells you to listen to your clairaudient, telepathic, and clairvoyant abilities. Everything our phones and computers can do is possible because of the tiny silicone-based organism inside. And at one time, this technology was more ingrained into our way of life than before. Thank the crystals within your home, any that you encounter, and even your phone's crystal, because all sentient beings respond to human emotion. Work with malachite, and your new thought pattern is, I recognize patterns and choose grace, compassion, and kindness for myself. Whenever I was in college, I learned about crystals, the quartz crystals being in watches and being in the instruments that are within our computers and our technology and our phones, and I thought that was really interesting, and that opened up my mind to crystals. I had been attracted to crystals and certain crystals, crystal necklaces and bracelets. I knew they had certain properties, but I wasn't really aware of it. It was more of just intuitively going for what I felt called out to me. And when I was taking a digital systems class is whenever we learned about that in our book, and it talked about the crystal technology, and I thought that was really cool how science also confirmed what people who are spiritual and who are into crystals and understand the technology already. This was just a confirmation where I could see the spiritual and the metaphysical merging with science, and I thought that was really cool, and it was very interesting to learn, and it brought a more appreciation for crystals and the value that they have to offer us. And there's a reason for everything here, whether it's the animals, the elements, the waterfalls, the water, the earth, the plants, the trees, the stars, everything in our world, it has meaning, it has value, and there are things to learn from it that can help us in our life. And I do feel that this is also saying to work with elements, with animals, with spirits, with orishas, with divine beings, in order to manifest the life that it is that you desire, the love that you desire. And even fertility, if you're already with somebody and you want to take the relationship to the next level, it's saying that you have everything you need in order to manifest the life that you want, and you just have to believe and work towards those things, and work on having faith and connecting to your faith, and you will be blessed. So that is really beautiful, and so I wanted to go into detail and read from the book exactly what the meanings were, and the way that I was seeing it and then reading, I feel that I was spot on with my reading and the way that I interpreted the cards before reading from the book. And so I am going to pull some more oracle cards. This is the Dreamscape Oracle. So we have the Selkie, the Scales, and the Shadow. Again, with this Justice, this Libra energy, I do feel that there's going to be a conversation had. There's going to be a balance when it comes to this connection. And let's see, what do we have on the bottom? The deck. The World. And the spring wanted to show itself, which is similar to the well. The Selkie. In Scottish mythology, Selkies are shape-shifting creatures who can change from seals to humans by shedding their skin. Myths say that if a man finds a female Selkie's discarded sin, they can marry the Selkie while she's in her human body. The man hides the skin, trapping her against her true nature, never allowing her to return to the sea and her kin. The only way for a Selkie to receive her freedom is to find and take back her skin. Male Selkies are unusually handsome and lure women to them. They are also where we get the myth of merfolk. Meanings: feeling like your freedom is compromised. There is loss of self-control. There's loss of self-control. So it's talking about that the Selkies are very handsome and charming, and they lure women, and based off this card, it seems that even the female Selkies are quite alluring. And maybe the fact that in this connection, maybe you feel as if you're being lured in by the other and you lose control, and you're losing control of your sense of self, and that could make you feel like you're compromising your individuality by being in a partnership. But followed by the Scales, it's showing that everything will balance out. It will be a balanced partnership. You're not going to lose yourself and your individuality. It's just bringing both energies of both people together. And what was it that I was saying earlier in the other cards? When it's two people coming together to create something, it's like your dreams, your aspirations, and your future. there's more magnitude to it, because you're both working together towards similar goals and supporting one another along the path. The scales. She holds the scales of justice delicately between her fingers. She carefully weighs every spoken word people utter in her presence. Each nuance, each word choice petitioners make gives their position away. Determining right from wrong requires an intricate skill. Not everyone can do what she can do. Flowers decorate her hair, showing the beauty that happens when the scales pass judgment. Her golden clothing matches the small scales dangling in each hand. If you look closely, one seems higher than the other. Did the results bring positive or negative outcomes? Only history will tell. Meanings. Listen to what is going on in the situation and make a decision to benefit your world. Bring proper judgment back to the world. So, with the Selkies, maybe it's saying the meaning is feeling like your freedom is compromised. There's loss of self-control. But to make a decision that benefits your world with proper judgment to the world. Then we have the shadow. Gaia pulls the veil of the universe high unto the heavens to reveal the line of moons spinning down the Milky Way, from dark to full and back again. Excuse me. Her action turns around, giving us the time to delineate between the waking moments and the dreamlike states that murmur into our ears. The shadow phase of the moon provides us with the perspective to see clearly. Use this time to discern reality from imagination. When the planet is in its shadow phase, it is a powerful magical time that allows us to see. It is an honor to gain access to the dreams of the universe. Use this time wisely. Meanings. Follow your dreams. Allow the childlike magic to flow into your life. The world. Stories and storytelling have been with us since the beginning. Our minds are designed to share our experiences with each other. We crave the sharing of stories to remind us that we are connected through our words. The world leans into her wings. She studies a stack of parchment on her lap, her knees curled up to meet the paper. The girl holds a plume in her right hand, poised to strike the page at any moment. Her eyes remain closed, engrossed in the visions of the story her mind describes. When she is ready, a new story will get inked on the page. Meaning. Write your story down. Have a playful attitude towards your life. So I feel that these cards all together are expressing the need to be in control of your life and to feel like you have control in your life by making sound decisions that benefit you and benefit your dreams and what it is that you want and you see in the future for yourself. Oh, we actually haven't even got to the sexual magic because I got a little bit, a little bit deep in the feels there. We're gonna lighten up the mood. We're gonna lighten up the mood with the soundtrack Oracle. I love these cards. Ooh, the King Wands just popped out. Insecurities. I heard a song that came to mind. Gut feeling. Follow your gut. Follow your intuition. One more. Changes. There's changes are coming. Changes are coming. We have insecurities. Part 23. Number 23 can be significant. We have gut feeling, 11. And we have changes. Part 14, number 14 can be significant. And renewal, part 1, yes. Renewal, resurrection, rebirth. Okay. So, let me go ahead and came through. So for the Insecurities card, the song that came through is Insecure by Jasmine Sullivan and Bryson Tiller. My stomach's talking right now. Okay, so I'll save that. We're gonna have to come back to this because we're just wasting time here. We're just wasting up memory space. So we'll go ahead and go on to the next part, which is the sexual magic, because the music is not loading right now. Okay. So here we have the Sexual Magic Oracle, and so we're gonna pull how the okay, maybe that's how they feel. Okay, so remember we had the Selkie here and the feeling of not being in control. So maybe that is how the feminine is actually feeling right now, not being in control. And it could be because the masculine is insecure. Okay, so that is what I heard, is why you gotta be so insecure. So the masculine is really needing to embrace their confidence and come forward confidently and keep the insecure thoughts to themselves. Especially if there's this distance, you have to have faith. Have faith in the feminine, have faith in the connection and in the relationship. Okay, so the masculine, I feel, is wanting to, they just want the feminine all to themselves. And if that's what you want, then make the commitment, take it to the next step. Where are you at in the relationship? Have you not asked the person to be your boyfriend or girlfriend? Well, the way that it would be is that, you know, the masculine needs to ask the feminine to be their partner, to be their girlfriend, or to make the commitment to get engaged, to get married, if that's what they're wanting. Within this relationship, it's a reminder to really get a hold of insecurities and to not be so controlling. There needs to be balance within this connection. When you're coming in as a masculine, you need to be a balanced masculine, and understand that the feminine does desire freedom, especially being the Queen of Wands. This is someone who desires a lot of independence, their own individuality, and they are focused on their own creative endeavors and their career and manifesting the life that they desire. So I think this is just a reminder to pay attention to the insecurities, to be fair, to be just, and to make decisions that are also benefit both people within the relationship. There needs to be balance, and there's that strong sense of balance with the justice that came out multiple times within the reading. And to follow your intuition, and that there needs to be change. There needs to be some changes that are made when it comes to this connection. And for the gut feeling, how do I not know the name of this song, but I know that. Hooked on a Feeling. Okay, so that song, I love that song so much. How did I not know the name, but clearly that's what it is. So with the gut feeling, that's the song that came through. So I feel that this masculine energy is obsessed, and they are obsessed with the feminine. They're so deeply in love. And maybe at times that can be a bit overbearing. And they're always wanting more. Like in the song, you want more, you want more, you want more. Be mindful when the feminine needs their space and when they give it all that they can give. So here we go with the drinking coming in, and she got that wine fine from the other song. So that's pretty much it. That's the lyrics of the song. It's I'm high on believing, and right, that came through in the reading earlier when I was talking about being high, and it might not even be that there's any smoking involved, any drinks, or any what's the word for it? There might not even be any substances involved. It's just high off of each other's energy, and that's how this masculine feels when they're around the feminine. And so that's why they're distancing themselves, because they feel like they're being too much, that they're just too much. They've fallen too hard, too fast, and they're in love, and they're very sweet on this feminine, and they want to move things to the next level. So that's why they want to do things correctly and traditionally. They want to make things right. If they have made the feminine feel away, they really want to balance that out. All the good love, when we're all alone, keep it up, girl, you turn me on. I'm hooked on a feeling. I'm high on believing that you're in love with me. And so they've basically just been hooked. They've been captured, and that's why they may feel like with the Selkie here, that they've lost their independence and their individuality, because they're kind of going crazy right now because they're just so in love. And then we have changes here, so things have completely changed. So this is Hooked on a Feeling by Blue Swede. And let me like that song. Let me add this to a playlist. I'm gonna put these all on a Spotify playlist. And this is, what should we call this reading? Fire and Desire? Should I call it that? I'm gonna put this all on a Spotify playlist along with the other songs. And for the last song, Changes, I wasn't really getting any music coming through for that one. The reason why I chose Fire and Desire is because that's the fire energy and the passionate energy coming from the King of Wands and Queen of Wands. So I might just leave it like that and just call it Fire and Desire, and maybe just put tarot files and then Fire and Desire, and then that's how each playlist will be listed, and the songs and the downloads that come through. So you can go ahead and go listen to the songs, and they'll be like right there for you, as well as the lyrics. And if a song comes up for changes and renewal, oh, there was one song that came up, but I don't know it yet. I think it's by Brent Files. It's or it could even be Bryson. I'm just trying to get my money straight. Don't give my shit away. Been Away. It's Been Away by Brent. Yeah. Did I just say his name wrong? No, I didn't. That song was coming through, and the lyrics for that came through to me was specifically that. So when I'm talking about the distance and why this person is distant and what they're working on, is because they're working on their bag, they're working on making money and getting money. Take a sip of water, drink some. Okay. When it comes to their insecurities, I do feel that this is part of it. Like I said, they're working on their money right now and trying to be financially stable so they can come forward and give you what you deserve in a connection, in a relationship, in a partnership. And they want to know that at the end of the day, you guys are friends and you're going to be there for them, and that you're still going to be there at the end of the day. And whenever they choose to come forward towards you, they want to know that you trust them and that they trust you, And so that's why I feel like a conversation just needs to be had about intentions from both people, and both people need to talk about their intentions and what it is that they want for the future and where they see this connection going. And it doesn't have to be like right away. It needs to be done at this time, you know, like we need to move from boyfriend and girlfriend, and after 3 months we need to get engaged, and then after 6 months we need to be married. Like, no, it doesn't have to be like that. It's talking about intentions of where you want things to go and where you see yourself in the future, keyword future. And things take time, everything takes time, but conversations need to be had, and that way both people can feel confident and secure within the connection. So let me go ahead and add this to the playlist as well. And these were all the songs that were coming through for this reading. So let's go ahead and get into the sexual magic, and then we're going to close out after that. So this is for how the masculine is feeling within the connection, and then how the feminine is feeling. Ooh, calling back. I'm telling you, she's waiting for him to call back. And then we have chemistry, and we'll have that in the middle. Okay, so the masculine, how he's feeling, he's waiting to meet up. Like I said, he wants to do a date. I'm proud of you, masculine. But like I said earlier, with the dinner and the dancing, he is ready. He's ready to take you out. He wants you dressed up. He wants your hair done, feeling good, smelling good, looking good. He wants you to put on that little black dress, red dress, green dress. And he's gonna come dressed up as well, and then he kind of afterwards wants to like go for a ride with you and get cozy. And like, even if you don't go somewhere that's extremely fancy or something like that, like still come as your best self, dress up. You want to make sure that you're putting in your all and your effort, and then showing up in that way, and doing your hair. Make sure you're smelling good, make sure your teeth are brushed, make sure you've had a shower, and that you're looking good and feeling good. What did I just hear? I just heard another song. I just heard another song in my head. Look, did you see how I touched my third eye? I'm like, what song? But let's get into this first, and then I'll get no. All I really want is for you to back it up, go on and put your weight on it. What's the name of that song, guys? Y'all know what song I'm talking about, right? Hold on, I feel like I got it on a playlist already. Shawty, get it, shawty. Is that what it is? I don't know where it's at. Let me just type it in. This is what I heard. He's ready. He is ready to pursue. Okay, yeah. So let me add that to the playlist. So that's what's coming through. That's why I said, like, so even if you're wearing jeans, like, you look good. Like, you look good in what you're wearing. And that's what I mean, come as your higher self. Like, maybe you're not the type that's like, well, I don't do dresses like that. Like, that's okay. Like, what you have, like, that's what he likes. How you are, but you know, like, you know, make sure you put it on. Okay, and so that's where the masculine is feeling. And then we have over here the feminine is over here kind of sad, sulking, calling back, which goes along with this card, like, call me on my cell phone. You know what, let me put that song in the playlist too. Late night when you need my love. You see how she's just like waiting? Even in this one, she looks as if she's just waiting. So I feel the feminine is just like waiting for that call, because she's ready. She wants to get dressed up. She wants to go out. And she's even holding like two little dolls. Two little dolls. And then we have the masculine over here on this motorcycle, like riding away. So I do feel like the masculine is ready to get hot and heavy when you guys are together, and the feminine is still in the state of just waiting, uncertainty of not knowing when this person is gonna come back. And just like the song was like, I know I've been away, I know I don't give you the time that you deserve from me. So that is because the masculine is off doing their thing, but she's wanting things to progress and to come back together again. And then we have the chemistry, and here it's just both of them. The feminine, she's wearing a green apron, the masculine is wearing a white apron, and they're mixing a pot together. And so we have chemistry of the two people coming together and having a deep love, passion, and physical chemistry. And that's what I feel is going to be the outcome, is both people coming together and enjoying one another's company, and also like taking it slow. And that's why there's going to be a phone call had or an audio note sent. There's going to be this communication that's going to work up towards everything, towards the date, towards going out, and the masculine really giving their undivided attention to the feminine and the connection, and showing with their actions, through their looks, through the physical touch, just how much they missed and how much they love and desire to be with the feminine, and to kind of make things right. And maybe that's the way that they're going to make things right, by this gift of their time and their undivided attention. And I also see it being very like sweet, and both people equally wanting each other. I even see like the kiss being a sort of like slow, passionate kiss. It's almost has feelings behind it of kind of making up for the time that has been lost, or for the distance between the two, and the not talking and not communicating. And there being a bit of like sadness, but it's like the kiss makes everything better and just makes everything okay, and everything feels right in the world, in their world. And then the feminine can let go of the sadness and really just embrace the connection for what it is. And so that's what's coming through for the reading, and that is how I'm closing out this reading. And I think that was beautiful for it to end with just knowing that there is this undying chemistry and passion and love and desire for one another. I will link the Spotify playlist below, and I will link all the decks that are used. And if you feel that this reading resonated with you, leave a comment below, like, subscribe. And I appreciate your support, and I hope you enjoyed this reading as much as I did, especially as the story unfolded. I felt that it was just cherry on top. This chemistry card was cherry on top. It's exactly what you guys need, and I hope that everything works out in your favor, and that you find the love that you seek, and the love that you seek finds you. Thank you for watching. Bye. Do